What does this mean? Well, tariffs are essentially a tax on products imported here from other countries. They're paid by the American companies who are buying them, and in most cases, those higher costs can be passed on to us. They would theoretically be passed on to us. Politics aside, we want to know, how could these tariffs impact us? When and how long?
Yes, breaking it down, economist Kyle Anderson is here from the IU Kelley School of Business. And President Trump admitted this may cause some pain in the short term, but will it be worth it in the long term? So what kind of financial pain are we really talking about here?
Well, a lot of it's going to depend just on how this all shakes out. But I think it's going to be significant. We import a lot from China. We really import a lot from Canada, and they're basic essential goods. So I think when we start seeing 10, 20% price increases, we're really going to feel that pain.
In any particular sector, or is this really across the board?
It's a lot, but there's some that I'm really concerned about. One is energy, especially here in Indiana. We get a lot of our oil becomes gasoline, comes directly from Canada. And so we can see it at the pump very quickly. And we'll also see it at food prices, building materials, so really essential items.
Yeah, I'm a tad concerned about how long these higher prices could last. A lot of times in history, we see prices go up. Very rarely do we see them go back down.
Absolutely, it's a risk. Once they start creeping up, unless those tariffs were to get removed right away, then we might expect them to come back down. But it adds to the inflation that we've all been feeling over the last several years.
How soon could we theoretically feel the price increases if these tariffs actually take effect starting tomorrow?
Yeah, I think it'll happen pretty quickly. I mean, if you're selling it, you know those goods are going to be more expensive. Prices should go up pretty much right away. There's still a lot of uncertainty. I think a lot of companies might be waiting to see whether there's actually going to be the tariffs or there's going to be some last minute delay like there was with Mexico.
Yeah.
So there may be uncertainty, but if we all believe it's going to happen, I think prices are going to go up pretty quickly.
So because we have a supply chain, and a lot of times it could take you months, weeks to months to even feel the benefit. Remember when the water canal, the strait was blocked in Eastern, in the Middle East.
Yes.
The strait was blocked in the Middle East, and they could not get the goods through. It was a few weeks before we actually felt it because of how the supply chain works. So I'm wondering if it could be something like that, or you think producers are going to start it immediately in anticipation?
Exactly. I think it tends to go up very quickly, and then prices fall rather slowly. But I think we'll see an almost immediate impact. Again, I think gasoline prices are one where we would expect to bump up pretty quick.
All right, well, our conversation about tariffs continues in about 30 minutes. Karen Campbell's going to take a closer look at the local impact potentially coming up at 5. Kyle Anderson, thank you so much for joining us and helping us explain this pretty complicated and complex issue.
Yeah,
appreciate it.